hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails.
Trips I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the math for.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Now the one. Check 53. Come on. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Sam up.
On 3rd down, Stidham. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you, boy. Man, 80.
On first down, Durant. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll try the left side. Durant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Mike 54. Red 80. Check. Out.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the left side. Durant. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
He's coming. Double up. Red 80. Double up. 25. Check 25.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, let's go. Man, 80. That's trash. 51, Mike 51. Hey, exit. Bend it.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. This will be from 56 yards out. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, Zoo. Fire.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got nothing. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 49, check 49, check 49.
This is Gordon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch up, switch up. 53's the mark. 53, check 53. 5. Get it.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Wide. Hey, I-7. Let's go.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 49 20-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
We go, set. 51's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Durant, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Go, set. The mic, boy. 51. Now, lady. 51's the mic. 51's the small. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to break that.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Check 31. Check 31.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
And that's what friends are for, right?
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Go, set. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
On 1st down, Durant broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
He can't hang.
And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a give right side. Durant, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on first down. Durant, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. And even 50 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Jets' 10-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Going underneath for Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. First carry for Trenton Cannon, and he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, here's Cannon. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
53, check 53.
Stidham. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half, it's Stidham. And that will be incomplete. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Darnold. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now a give, right side. Durant. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And an alley to run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Third and 2, now Stidham. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Look at me, zipper.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Mike, number 53, Mike 53. 61, matchbox lights. Go. Get it.
He's going to get it running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Stidham nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite with a big-time sack on
3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You. Red 80.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Darnold. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check the
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Safety screen. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 21.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, his throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Jets, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run on 1st down with Cannon, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
53 is mine. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Alrighty. Watch twins. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
They'll run again with Cannon, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Down Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Stidham. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Stidham. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From midfield now, here's Stidham. And that is incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Stidham to throw. The open man is Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st down, Stidham. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Mike, go side. 53, Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
One more time, it's Cannon. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now Stidham. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, Stidham. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Switch.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
On the ready.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey.
2nd and 10 now, Stidham. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Now it's Stidham. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. Gets it to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stidham will throw again. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Situation. Let's go.
Throwing now is Stidham. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss drops them